I do have a lot of contentions against this. And I understand what he's saying. He believes that the path to God is through the self. And that faith is, he says obviously it'd be absurd to your rationality because it transcends your rationality. And there's be no justification for it. To me, it just seems like this modern Job character of Kierkegaard has a couple of problems with his arguments. And I'll use example of Adam and Eve for this. So if we think of Adam and Eve as Kierkegaard believes that you can't really have an interpretation of the Bible that is symbolic or, metaphorical. Like you can agree that some of these are not, some of these are. He believes that all of these have to be an absolute truth, and you have to have your full conviction in the Bible. You have to have full faith in the Bible and what it says, and every word is the absolute truth. Now, if we take the example of Adam and Eve, we know through evidence that all of, animals, basically everything on the earth has evolved. Evolution, the theory of evolution. We can see the vast amount of evidence for evolution, and it's basically undeniable at this point. Now, if we take something like Adam and Eve, the story of Adam and Eve, it'd be very difficult to take this as a serious and literal account of the beginning of time. And there's a lot, you can contend it, but there is, if you really look at it, it is written very poetically in a sense, and there's a lot of metaphor in it. Like, was the tree of knowledge of good and evil, was it really a tree? But there's just very nuancy. And to say that was the beginning of time, or that is how everything was created, goes against what we know with evolution. You can see it. You can see the bodies of evidence for it. I recommend you go and do that yourself if you are a creationist. So how can you just look past this evidence? And the common answer that I've gotten the most is that God placed it there to test us. If that is such a thing, because that is really only the logical answer to that whole premise, is that we have this whole body of evidence, but the Bible says otherwise. So I suppose it was set as a trap or something of the sort to test us. But doesn't that constitute deception?